There comes the very first question. It says, explain the formation of a chemical bond. So actually, when we talk about a chemical bond, there are pertinent questions like, why is a bond formed? How is a bond formed? And what exactly is involved? So what we shall do, we'll define what is a chemical bond, and we'll also talk about the necessity why atoms actually feel a need to form a chemical bond. Right? There we go. See, how do you define a chemical bond? What is a bond? Bond is actually a force of attraction, right? But then Earth also attracts you. So do you say that you are forming a chemical bond with Earth? Not really. So what is chemical bond? It is the electrostatic force of attraction between two atoms. So we are clarifying. Number one, it is electrostatic in nature. It is not gravitational, it is not a nuclear, weak or strong force, it is purely electrostatic. So what is a chemical bond? A chemical bond is an electrostatic force of attraction. A chemical bond is an electrostatic force of attraction between two or more atoms. Between two or more atoms such that the magnitude of this attraction amounts to at least 140 to 160 kilojoules per mole. What is the last thing you added? Such that the magnitude of this attraction amounts to at least 140 to 160 kilojoules per mole. Why this? This is also very necessary. This is also very necessary. I hope you understand that. Why? It is necessary because you remember a small time pass experiment which students often do. You take a scale and you rub the scale on your cloth. And especially if you are wearing woolen clothes, much better. You rub that scale on your cloth and then you take small sheets of paper and just hold the scale over those paper. I'll just do it for you. Let's rub a plastic scale, and if we have small pieces of paper, let's expose them to that and observe what happens. I have these pieces of paper. Oh my God, you can see that very clearly they are stuck to plastic scale, they are lifted up. Why? Because they are being attracted by the plastic scale or the electrostatic charge. So is it also electrostatic force of attraction? Yes. So even when a plastic scale is simply rubbed on a cloth and you just hold it over a piece of paper, small pieces of paper, you could see that pieces of paper get attracted. Why? It is again electrostatic force of attraction. Physics people will tell you. Now, if this is electrostatic force of attraction, does that mean that there was a formation of a chemical bond between the plastic scale and the paper particles? No, not really. And that is where the magnitude comes in. At least 140 to 160 kilojoules per mole. If that is the range of attraction, then you can say that there is a chemical bond. Right? So this brings us to the precise definition of a chemical bond. So this is the definition. Let me repeat it once again, and you must repeat it with me because usually a very dilute and approximate definition is used, and this is the accurate one. A chemical bond is an electrostatic force of attraction between two or more atoms such that the magnitude of attraction is at least 140 to 160 kilojoules per mole. This is what a chemical bond is. And this is what is the chemical bond. Now the next part, why is the chemical bond formed? A chemical bond is formed because most of the atoms, if they're alone, they're not very stable. They want to attain better stability by actually coming close to each other or by combining with each other. So, how do we put it down exactly in the form of an answer? Let me show it to you. So, to put it down clearly, atoms tend to become more stable when they combine with other atoms by making chemical bonds. So, what is the reason for making a bond? The most fundamental and simple reason is they want to become more stable. And they attain this stability when they form a bond, and that is why they form a chemical bond. That's it.